Changing your life isn't as complicated as people make it. The truth is, most of us confuse hard with uncomfortable. Hard means almost impossible. Uncomfortable means you just don't want to do it. But comfort is what has been keeping you stuck. So if you've been scrolling YouTube trying to figure out how to finally break free, this is your wake-up call. It's actually simple. Change isn't about doing 100 things. It's about doing one thing differently and sticking with it till it compounds. So today I'll show you exactly what to do. Not 10 hacks, not 50 tips, just the real shifts that will make changing your life easy. That's if you commit to it. Here's why people stay stuck. They wait for motivation. They wait to feel like it. But motivation is the most unreliable fuel you can run on. It comes and goes. If you only move when you feel like it, you'll never move far. The easy part of changing your life is realizing that feelings don't have to be in the driver's seat. Your actions can go first and then your feelings will follow. For example, I never feel like going to the gym in the morning, but once I tie my shoes and walk out of the door, motivation shows up after I start moving. And that's how change works. It's not about hype, it's about habit. So let me give you an analogy. Think of a plane taking off. The hardest part isn't cruising at 30,000 feet. It's actually the first few seconds of liftoff. And that's what habits actually feel like. The beginning is heavy, it's uncomfortable, it's shaky, but once you are in the air, momentum does the heavy lifting. The problem is that most people quit before they leave the runway. Once they start a routine and then they feel a resistance, they assume this is not for me. But the thing is, that is just called lift off. The difference between the people who change their lives and the people who don't is that one group pushes through the turbulence while the other group goes back to the runway. So now let's dismantle another lie. You don't need a perfect plan. What you need is a start point. Too many of us waste months researching, preparing, overthinking. That's not preparation. That's just procrastination dressed up. The easy part of change: start sloppy. Write the messy first draft. Record your first awkward video. Go to the gym and just look clueless for a week. Perfection isn't the entry fee for success. Progress is the goal. Even faith teaches us that if you're faithful with little, then you'll be entrusted with more. And that means that do something with the little you already have. Just start and watch it multiply. So the first step to making change easy is keep the promises you've made to yourself. Every time you break your word to yourself, for instance, if you say, I'll wake up 5 a.m., I'll eat better, I'll finally launch that project, you quietly erode your confidence. It's like withdrawing trust from your own emotional bank account. No wonder you don't believe in yourself anymore. It's because you don't keep your word. So start by making small promises to yourself and then keep them. Not big, gigantic ones, small ones. For instance, you can say, I'll drink X number of bottles of water today. Just keep to it, stick to it, ensure it is done. You can say, I'll walk for 30 minutes every day. Make sure it's done. Change is easy when you rebuild trust with yourself step by step. Another mind shift you need to have is stop outsourcing your validation. If every move you make depends on claps, likes, approval, you're just a puppet and not a leader of your own life. I learned this the hard way. When I started posting content, the first few uploads, it wasn't doing too well. And I almost quit because I thought silence meant failure. But silence doesn't mean failure. It means foundation. Nobody claps for the root of a tree, but without roots, there is no fruit. Your validation has to come from knowing that you're sowing the right seeds, not from immediate applause. And that's what makes the process sustainable. Another reason change feels hard is because people try to do it all alone. Listen, isolation will kill your momentum. Growth requires environment. If you're serious about changing your life, you need to curate your circle. Who you spend time with the most is who you eventually become. If everyone around you is comfortable being average, your growth will feel like betrayal. But if you step into rooms where discomfort is normal, where people push, stretch, they challenge each other, growth will feel natural to you. For instance, faith communities, mastermind groups, mentors, these are accelerators. Because when the right voices surround you, change stops feeling like a struggle and starts feeling like alignment. So now let's talk about decision fatigue. Many of you think you lack discipline. No, you don't. You actually lack systems. Discipline fails when everything depends on willpower. Systems succeed because they make good decisions automatic. So you want to eat better? Don't keep junk food in the house. You want to save money? Then automate your transfers the day your paycheck hits your account. That's not self-control, that's self-design. The easy way to change your life is to stop negotiating with yourself 50 times a day. Just decide once, build a system, and let it carry you. And let's address failure. People avoid change because they are afraid of failing. But failure isn't the opposite of change. It's the evidence of it. Think about a toddler learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, they look clumsy. But no parent ever says, I think walking is not for you. No. Failing is actually part of the process. Failure is feedback. The faster you take the feedback, the faster you adjust. And that's why change is easy for people who embrace mistakes as teachers instead of verdicts. Every fall is just a proof that you're moving. The next thing I want you to understand is focus on your rhythm and not just routine. Sometimes routines break when there's a lot of pressure, but your rhythm bends and flexes with the beats. If your identity is tied to rigid routines, one bad day can convince you that you're failing. But if you operate by rhythm, that is, habits that flow naturally with your seasons and your energy, you will keep moving even when life interrupts. For instance, think of a mom juggling work, kids, and many other commitments. A rigid 5 a.m. routine may not always survive, but a rhythm of prayer, connection, priorities, moving through a day sustains her. And this is because change sticks when it flows, not when you fight it. Let me give you something practical. Audit your daily inputs. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? What content do you scroll every day? Your inputs are programming your mind. They are shaping your choices, and ultimately they are designing your destiny. So you can't keep consuming negativity all day and then you expect peace. You can't feed your mind junk and then you expect clarity. Changing your life is as easy as changing what you consume, because what you consume, you eventually become. Here is another key. Get specific about what you want. Vague goals never pull you forward. For instance, you say, oh, I just want to get better. But that doesn't help you when change feels really tough. But you can say, I want to launch this business by December. Or you can say, I want to save $10,000 this year. Or I want to pray 1 hour daily. That's tangible. That's trackable. Purpose works best with clarity. Even faith tells us to write the vision down and make it plain. So plain that you can measure it, you can see it, you know exactly when you've arrived. Now I want to dismantle another myth, which says change takes forever. No, it doesn't. Change happens the moment you decide. Transformation is built on tiny daily wins stacked over time. But the shift, that happens in an instant. The day you say, I'm done living like this. That's the day you close the door on excuses. And that's when the clock resets. The rest is just compounding. Think of a thermostat. 1 degree shifts the whole atmosphere. 1 decision shifts your whole life. And that's how change works. Fast decisions, steady execution. Here's the final mind shift I have for you. Stop thinking change is about becoming someone else. It's not. It's about uncovering who you already are. Confidence, discipline, clarity, they are not foreign. They are already in you. They are buried under layers of comfort, distraction, and fear. Change is about peeling those layers back. It's about stepping into the version of you God already saw when He gave you purpose. And that's why it feels more like alignment than reinvention. You are not creating a new you. You're remembering the real you. And that's the tea for today. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs this reminder, because life change isn't reserved for special people. It's available to anyone willing to commit. Don't forget to subscribe for more tea, because every episode will help you to adjust your crown as you rise higher in your accent. If you're ready to take action right now, watch my next video on how to make the most out of your life.